Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, now we have last session of our conference, conclusion remarks, and finished of our today's conference marathon. I have to thank to all participants, speakers, moderators, and debaters of the interesting presentations and participation in debates. Thank you for all. Let me presenting some conclusion which we are developing during our conference session. There are blended learning is the road to the future. The youth learning for lifelong learning is effective and necessary. The legal, administrative, organizational, methodical, and technical barriers and problems should be removed to increase the use of new technologies and new methodologies. Teacher skills is a must should be school of the future. A video classroom should be mainly oriented to tutoring activities, students' works, presentations, interactive debates, and responding to the students' guidance. During our video conferences and roundtable debates among participants, famous and experienced researchers and scholars, Professor Pedro Veiga, Professor Norbert Pachler, Professor Richardson, Professor Jacques Duquet, Professor Theo Hook, Professor Stefan Beijing, Professor Xavier Bassogain, Dr. Angela Pinto, Dr. Teresa Passes, moderators, Professor Antonio dos Reis, and me, during roundtable debates, developing some very important conclusions. The learning is the road to the future. Technology is important for education. It allows new forms of classroom, collaboration, interactivity, access, multimodal information, easy, immediate. Challenge 3. Challenge is how to implement not only technology, new teachers, habits and behaviors, social media, etc. Fourth, future is today, present. Fifth, teachers should be experts in new methodologies and new technologies of teaching and learning. Sixth, institutions need new policies and regulations. Seventh, student profile is multimodal and digital learners with different learning styles. Next topic of the debate and video conference, roundtable debates, synchronous and asynchronous teaching, presence and distance learning. Some conclusions. There are B, training, more effective plus sustainable. To move from presence learning to B learning, we need technical and software options, methodologies, teacher skills and behaviors, good practices, recommendations. Next conclusions with developing during discuss the topic lifelong learning, formal, non-formal, informal learning. First, lifelong learning, society needs for new skills, return back to schools. Second, students can be close to other cultures. Third, cycles of knowledge addressed by formal and informal learning. Fourth, universities and companies should offer lifelong learning. Fifth, non-formal and validation is challenge. 6. Credibility of students' knowledge and others' conclusion. Next topics of roundtable debates, MOOCs, open educational resource, OCW, New Ways of Teaching. Some conclusions. First, education for all. OER initiatives. Third, MOOC, new experiences still in progress. Fourth, large-scale dispersion of OER, quality assurance. Fifth, OER might promote a paradigm shift in education. In finishing state of our conference, let me many thanks, special thanks to Professor Antonio dos Reis, keynote speaker, for his inauguration, very interesting, very important lecture. How should we teach in the school of the future? Thank you very much for all speakers, presenters, and workshop leaders, moderators of conference session. Thank you very much, Secretary of the Conference, Magister Andrzej Szczurek, for his great work. Thank you very much. Congratulations again to Professor Antonio dos Reis for conducting the video conference and roundtable debates in the School of the Future. Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, all participants of our conference, thank you very much again for participation in our conference. Thank you very much for arrival to Czechia. We invite you to Czechia in next year for participation in our next edition conference. Thank you very much. Goodbye.